Hopefully this light is gonna... Did you want to tell me something real quick before I get started? Oh yeah, that's pretty. Alright. Sorry about that, Taurus. Okay. So I really apologize about your reading being so late. I feel like this Mercury retrograde hasn't completely gone direct, but it has thrown the timing for me off. So my work schedule changed a week ago, and I've been slow getting these readings done. Keep in mind there are 12 of them you got to do, and the lighting has not been cooperating, so as you can see. And then I was going to do your reading over the weekend, and my dog ended up getting bit by a snake, so we spent the night in the ER. He has recuperated, still swelling, still taking his pain meds and everything, but it's just been kind of hectic on my end. So here we are now. So with Libra and Gemini, and now you, and I've got Cancer to do next. I'm going to do you guys first for the May reading, since you've had to wait so long. So I will try to get the May readings out for you guys by the 1st of May. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and be ready and waiting for that. So with this reading, I'm going to do an oracle reading for you using the messages from your fairies. I'm then going to do a tarot reading using the Oceanic tarot. I'm going to clarify with the Kipper, and then I'm going to answer a question for you at the end with the Angel Answer deck. I am going to talk fast during this reading so that they're not, like, drawn out or anything. Someone else got this card here too. Okay. Alright, so this front and center is the Sun card. Hey Garrett, will you bring me a tissue from the bathroom? Please? Sorry about that. My nose is starting to run a little bit. Okay. Front and center, Sun. Your Sun is watched over and protected as he explores his world. So, like, for you, this is either you have a little boy, or there is a godson, or, thank you, son, or you've got, like, a nephew. You have a little boy that, if you don't have an actual little boy, okay, then there is one around you. I mean, I would even say that this could even be the one you've dreamt of or always wanted. So, if it's the case where this is your son, and it could be, because we've got this pregnancy card up here at the top, that you are actually pregnant. So, just know that, okay, let me go by scenarios. Here are the scenarios. Either you're pregnant, you're about to give birth, you already have a son, and you're worried how the birth of this other child is going to affect your son. There's one scenario. You have a son, and you're not pregnant. You're considering having another child. You're worried about how this is going to affect your son, the one you already have. You don't have kids, but there's a little boy around you, like your nephew, a godson, your good friend, her little boy. This boy is drawn to you. It could be that mom is pregnant, Now, as soon as I said that, my mind went to the thought of, so this could be for one small percent of people. Like if this isn't, like if it's the scenario where your friend or someone you know is pregnant, they already have a son, and maybe they have like a drug addiction or something, and they're already pregnant, and you're worried, about them and this pregnancy and this little boy that they already have. So you see how these scenarios can become and how they can play out. So this can be, several different things here. But hopefully this something resonates with what I'm saying here. Now, if you're the one that's over here like, well, I don't have any of those things, okay, then this is the thing that you are, with this pregnancy card and this son, could be this business venture, because we have a business venture, a career opportunity as the challenge. So it could be that thing itself or your inner child, okay? Because this can go many different directions. This can go, as you heard me earlier, a minute ago, all different kinds of directions, okay? So whatever the scenario, plug your scenario into what I'm saying. So there's something here where you are and have been given, you've either taken on a new business venture, you've taken on a new career opportunity. There's something here that you are challenged, you're blocked or challenged when it comes to investing in that, because you feel that it may take away from whatever this here is for you. Like, for example, okay, if you have the friend who's pregnant, she's already got a little boy, but, and excuse my language, please, and don't bite the messenger, but, maybe she's like a crack whore or a meth head. And trust me, people, I say that with compassion because I've had a meth head friend who was pregnant and had a little boy, and, I've sat here for 3 years now. I think he's 3. Or will be 3 this year. Maybe 4. I'm not even sure. But, her mom had to take this kid. And her mom's not even in the best of health. But anyways, so, I say this, with compassion here. She tried to get me to take it. And I couldn't. I couldn't. So I was glad that her mom was able to do it for her. But anyways, so, it could be that scenario. Like there's something here that you are not really full-fledged investing in, whether it's a business, a career, or some type of investment, because you're worried that it's going to take away from, like, let's say if this business venture, this investment or career opportunity, it requires you to work full-time. And maybe that full time is like 50 hours a week. Well, how the heck are you going to have time for this? So it's like, I feel like that's gotten you feeling a little out of sorts this month. But this card here says that your son, this little boy, is watched over and protected as he explores his world. Now, in the base of this reading, we have the summer card. Everything that you're asking about becomes yours in the summertime. So, you could be asking for more money to be able to take this little boy on adventures or excursions. It's coming. In the summertime, you got to wait and allow things to fall into place. If you are actually the one pregnant and you already have a son, then know that when the summertime comes, it may seem like things are tough right now, but in the summertime, things will get easier. But it's almost like, you know, this business venture card, I see it like as an investment. Whether you are investing in yourself or work or a business venture or some type of career opportunity, because this could be as easy as a promotion. There's something that you're wanting to do, but it's like you're worried that it's going to take time away from this one, whatever that means for you. So whatever it is, just know that in the summer, things will get easier and things will come together. You may have to take a little bit of, let's say, like a risk right now. And I will say this, for example, you know, I went to college before I was pregnant and also after I was pregnant. So for 2.5 years, the first 2.5 years of my son's life, I was in college Monday through Friday. I mean, I was there to wake up with him in the morning, and I was there to put him at bed at night. But, you know, he was in daycare during the day, and then either my sister or my grandmother would pick him up, and he would hang out with them until I got home, which would be like 9 o'clock at night. Now, I had the weekends with him, so I don't think, you know, that always bothered me. But it was something that I had to do. I had to finish school. So even though I knew it took time away from him, I had help, thankfully, and I did finish. And, you know, I also told myself that once I finished college, I would never do anything like that again, where it took I would either work at night and be home with him during the day, or I would work during the day and be home with him at night. I wouldn't take so much time away. But I knew in the beginning it was necessary. So, and you know, at this point in time, I mean, he's like 20 now. I doubt he even remembers that. So, you know, it's almost like when they're that little, you know, they don't remember as much. So, you know, you do have some leadway with that in this scenario. Now, the beginning of April, so spend time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. If you spent time outside, like planting flowers around your house, know that something in that was healing you. There is, I mean, you could have been working with flowers. You could have been noticing flowers. You could have been sitting back watching the flowers bloom. So, and if that's the case, then know that that excitement, that time and energy you spent looking and thinking about the flowers blooming and watching them, there was healing in that. Now, the middle of the month, we had this pregnancy card. So, the birth of a child brings great blessings to you and the world. Now, if you're not actually pregnant, that's okay. You have some type of idea, and I mean, you could be pregnant and you're actually having a kid. Or if you're not pregnant, you know, my camera is not liking this sun and my arm coming down. So I will try to stop doing that. So if you are pregnant, congratulations. Now, if you're not pregnant, you've got some type of idea that you've been thinking about. You've been like, what is it? What the heck is that word? Mercury retrograde's already affecting my words. Ruminating, whatever the heck that is. You've been thinking on it, nesting on it. There's an idea or something that you've been thinking about, pondering, and wondering if you should do it. Well, the answer for you here is yes, to do it. Because it will bring benefit to you and whatever this sun is here for you. Now, the end of April, we have perfect timing. This is the right time for you to move forward. So you may be thinking about it the middle of the month, but the end, like next week or so, and it could be Mercury retrograde coming in, that helps give you that nudge or that push. Okay, so we have healing, healed, and healer. So you are a natural healer. Healing energy surrounds you and the situation. You know how to heal the situation. Work with the angels, your ascended masters, the universe, God, Jesus, however you see the spiritual realm, even the flowers, okay, because those are here to help you. So there's healing for you this month. Now in your environment, this daughter card comes up. So either you are giving birth to a little girl, or you have a little girl and you're giving birth to a son. Okay, it's one of those dynamics. Now, it says here the answer to your question involves your daughter. So it's either there's two children here. So I'm assuming that, you know, these two children, if they're not your own children, then they are children around you. If they are your children, then, you know, it applies as well. So take what applies. In your hopes and fears, we had this affirmation card. To uplift your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. There's also a new moon here. There's a new moon like on the 20th or the 21st, something like that, which is accompanied by a lunar or solar eclipse. It's one of the two. I heard from an astrologer say that whatever you ask for during this new moon, be very careful, because it's something that's going to affect you for like the next 6 years. So 6 years is a long time. So make sure, you know, if you're out here speaking new moon affirmations and such, that this is something that you're willing to live with or deal with for the next 6 years. And then your outcome here is patience, please. What you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unseen factors that need to occur first. So remember that we have that summertime card coming up. We're still we're still 2 months away before summer gets here. So, you know, you still have 2 months, and then we've got Mercury retrograde, which it doesn't end until like the middle of May. We're not out of shadow until like June 1st. So really it's a time, and I'm looking at the clock and it's 5:55. So really it's a time to, any word that you can put a R-E in front of, like, for example, reorganize, restructure, redirect, re-energize, those words, that's all Mercury retrograde, okay? So at the bottom of the deck, we have walk away, everything's okay, goodbye to the old, hello to the new, and debt paid off. Leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. Don't worry, it's all working out in a beautiful way. You have finished one part of your life, and now a new and even better part is beginning. The old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. So I feel like this saying goodbye to the old and hello to the new, this is something that you're in right now. So you have to have patience and allow for the timing here. Okay, you have to allow the time for the old to shed, and then that rebirth, like that acclimation of the new. And then too, we've got the summer card. So there's definitely timing here at play for you. But whatever you are going through, it is going to be well worth it with this debt paid off card. It will definitely, whatever it is that's happening, it is going to be well worth it in the end. Alright, so now let's look at your tarot. Now, these cards I don't take in the reverse. And that's because the creator of this deck does not honor the reversals. So I always honor what the deck says. Alright, so right here in the center, we've got the Two of Swords with crossroads. So you need to, this month, make a decision about something. You are challenged here by this Queen of Cups, which is sensitivity. So your emotions could be getting the best of you this month. You could definitely have water placements in your chart. Now, this Mercury retrograde that's coming up does tend, and it will affect us like a week and a half prior to it going retro. So your emotions could be all over the place this month. Well, at this time, that's really throwing you off. But don't let your emotions override this decision that's before you, this crossroads. So the reason why this is going down is because of this Eight of Pentacles. You have achievement here. You have hard work, so there's something that you have been investing in. You've been doing a really good work. Anything that you put your hands to, you have noticed that whatever you put your hands in, like you reap wonderful rewards from it. Like, for example, with that flower power card, if you were out planting bulbs and stuff in your garden, then you have seen those things start to sprout already. And that's giving you great pleasure, because that is something you've been investing in and putting your hands into. So, for example, there could be something very special with your hands, like there are with mine. My grandmother always told me as a child growing up that you had to really take care of your hands, because your hands is what you create with. That's what you give birth to, is your hands. There's healing power. Remember we had that healed card? There's healing power in our hands. So this is our livelihood. You have to take care of your hands, because what you put your hands on is what's going to grow from that. So anyways, in the base of this, you have a lot of ambition and diligence, self-mastery, crafts, talents, perfection. So because you have been putting in this dedication, you've been ambitious, you've been practicing, you've got a craft or something, or your work, whatever, you've been meticulously doing a good job. Therefore, it's put you in a place where you have to decide something. So I'm going to clarify this in a little bit. But your emotions here, I feel like, here I was, like, your emotions are like confusing you or overwhelming you. And here we are at the beginning of the month with this Hermit card. So this is all about contemplation, looking within. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Soul searching, solitude, spiritual enlightenment, guidance. So it's like you're looking, you're contemplating, you're trying to decide where you want to go, what you want to do. And then the middle of the month, which would be like right now, we've got the Queen of the Ocean with abundance. So this is the Empress card. So with this, like, things are definitely looking up for you. This is like nurturing, fertility, beauty, abundance, nature. Like, everything seems to be coming together for you, and it's making you feel abundant, like you are in the driver's seat of your life. You have control over it. But you have to decide, because there's some type of crossroads here, a decision that has to be made around something. Now, at the end of the month, we have the Fool, new beginning. So this is like a new beginning, spontaneity, originality, adventure. So you finally make a decision by the end of the month, and you take off. You dive in and you go for it, it looks like. All right. So we have here for you the Three of Cups. Now, on this card, it does say reunion. Okay, this is one of those RE words. Don't forget, this is one of those RE words that I was talking about earlier. If I could get it to, there it is. Okay, so this is some type of celebration, a party, having a good time, good conversation. So whatever this new beginning, this thing you take off on, and you do have quite a few like major arcanas here. So you are experiencing something major this month, okay? You know, that's why that card saying goodbye to the old and hello to the new came up. So you either have someone returning, or there's a party or celebration. Like if you decided to accept a career offer, then there could be a celebration or a party for that. Now, in your environment here, we've got the Two of Pentacles with options. So there is weighing up options. There's having more than one choice. So you definitely have, you know, you've got two here, two here. You definitely have some type of choice to make. And with that, you know, this is finding balance, ups and downs, multitasking, perseverance, but it's like you're able to manage all that's coming at you sufficiently, okay? Now, in your hopes and fears, we have the Six of Cups with reflection. There's another one of those RE words. So you are reflecting and thinking about what went down in the past. Like you have good memories of what happened in the past, or you are, and if you don't, then it's like you are trying to focus on the good memories of the past. Just whatever you do, don't allow, you know, the pain of the past to imprison you or hold you down, because that can keep you stuck to the past. And then you end the month with the Four of Pentacles with security. Now, the Four of Pentacles can also mean a need for control, materialism, greed, blocking change, or security. Now, I don't really feel like you're resisting change because, and I mean, well, you could, but these two cards right here then would contradict each other. Because this is going off on a new adventure, but this one right here is like saying no to, I'll see you when you get home tonight, be careful. This is like saying, you're resisting or you're blocking the change. Maybe feeling like you're not ready for it yet, when in fact you are. But I still see you taking off. So, but this card says security. So something could be coming in to either, you know, maybe it's that you take off, you take a new path, and you're not, you know, you're not for sure about this path. You don't trust it just yet. So maybe you are holding on to everything you got, reserving and keeping it safe and holding on to a nest egg. And you know, that nest egg could have been that pregnancy card, you know, that came out. Like if you've been holding on to your money and saving it, it's like maybe you get a promotion and you're like, oh, well now I can spend, I don't need to save so much, I can spend some of this. Or you're like, okay, well I'm going to move over here, and you've got this nest egg, and it's like, okay, so this is what I was saving for, and now I can I can put together a completely different new environment and live this way. So it's like you're holding your money to your chest and not really spending it for a reason. You're playing it smart. So the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment with self-reflection. There's that RE word again. The Seven of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Death card. So we have self-reflection, endurance, trust, and transformation. So you are definitely thinking and contemplating everything that's happened in the past up until now. You may be a little on the defense, having to stand up for yourself, but you are looking at the things that you can invest in, where your investments are wisely, where you're making wise choices and wise decisions about where your money's going and what you're doing with it. And because of that, if you continue to think like that and operate like that, then you will be putting an end to that no longer serves you. And I think that's where that Death card is coming in. So, alright, we've got better lighting now. The sun has shifted. So, I'm going to go ahead and start to clarify some of this. Please keep in mind that when this daggone Kipper deck comes out, it's like you enter at your own risk, okay? Okay, what is this Two of Swords? What crossroads is Taurus at in April? Oh, Lord, Lord. We have the Wealthy Man card. So you could be at a crossroads about this rich man in your life, and that could be this King of Pentacles. I would say that this man here is someone you have dealt with for a while. You may have felt like they were lying to you in the past. They probably made some promises to you and told you they were going to like help you out or give you some money or something. They may not have done that. They may have been playing tricks. But you knew, you were watching, you knew they were up to no good. You could have kids with this person. This could be a lover of where you have like, you get together, you have deep, hot, passionate sex, and then it's like, you know, it's a few hours later, and it's like they don't know who you are anymore. And then you feel like you've been robbed by this person because they're just here for a good time and that's it. Now, if you don't have children with this person, then this person really hits on your heartstrings and makes you feel like a little kid inside. But this is a situation I feel like may have ended. You may have put an end to this. You may have invested a lot of time and energy into this as well. Let's see, what is this Eight of Pentacles here for Taurus in April? Okay, and then here we've got this false person. So you could have invested a lot of time into watching this person and wearing a poker face. Seeing, just kind of like laying back, playing the field, seeing what they were going to do. This person could have promised you a lot, and maybe they just didn't. They may not have, there's my chicken, my rooster. This person could have made false promises to you, like to help you out or something, and they didn't. And so it left you here working your ass off, and you felt like you were working your little ass off, getting paid pennies and nickels. But he's been thinking about what he did. You know, there is a community of people around you that know and see what's going on, and they see the effort you're putting into this, and they're also aware of what he's doing, because he's in the background. But you are the privileged lady in this scenario. Like, you've got a lot of good stuff going for you. It's almost like you're the one, though, having to do it yourself. I don't know if you can trust or rely on this man. You know, and it almost seems like he has money, but he's not either giving you what he says, or he just or he fills your head with lies and tells you he'll give you, and I'll give you this or help you out with that. And then as soon as you have sex with him, it's like he forgot or something. What is this Hermit card here? What is this Hermit card? So, you are wanting to raise your standards, excel in life, or elevate or upgrade some way, shape, or form. And you're thinking about this. Especially if you are accustomed to living at a higher advantage in life, higher pay, or you've received more money where you have a higher standard in your life. And then you've encountered this guy who has somewhat helped set you back financially because he hasn't been helping you like he promised. And you were once a privileged lady, but now you're having to live like a pauper because you're having to do the load. Then you may be contemplating whether or not to kick this guy to the curb so that you can elevate yourself in life, especially if he is holding you back. Because he is going to be, or he has been, making promises to you that he was going to give you some money and help you out. I just don't know if he has. But anyways, okay. What is this Queen of the Ocean here for Taurus? What is this Queen of the Ocean here for Taurus? What is this Queen of the Ocean here for Taurus? And look, so you may decide to kick his ass to the curb and go find your wealth and prosperity somewhere else. And he's in despair over that. And look, this is what he's trying. This is current, okay? So this is either just happened just recently or it's happening now. But it's like he's wanting to tell you. But do you see her? I mean, she is like, here we go again. Like, I've heard this one before. So he's over here trying to give, you know, his best example. But he may even tell you he is sick. He's been, you know, have been in the hospital, or something has happened to him that has set him back, his health or something. He may be wanting to come over to your house and sit down in your living room and talk to you. He might be making all these promises, but I just don't know if he can keep them or if he's going to fulfill them or not. What is this full here, this new beginning for Taurus in April? And there he is. So, well, if that's not him, then that could be a boss or someone else. But I think that's him. You could be deciding to kick his ass to the curb and leave him hanging and take off and go somewhere else. Because I look at the bottom of the deck and we've got the Lovers, the Thief, the Child, and the Jackpot. So it's like, you know, this could be a karmic connection that you have. And whatever this new beginning is here at the end of the month for you, it may be the thing that takes you away from him, or that gives you the push or the nudge to leave him and go a different route. And you could be, you know, if you have a little girl, then you're taking her with you. And I feel like, just by the way this little girl here, see how she is? By the way she's looking, she's proud of you. And if this isn't, if you don't actually have a little girl, then this is just your inner child coming through, like, yes, that's what I've been wanting you to do. I'm happy. Like, look at you being bold and going after what it is that you want and not settling. So I feel like there's going to be an end to this relationship with him. And that's going to, like, catapult you into some type of financial gain. And now he's going to be up in his head and boo-hooing and crying over this. But I feel like by you leaving this with him and going to something new, you're going to see a lot more abundance and freedom from that. What is this Three of Cups here for Taurus? What is this Three of Cups for Taurus in April? Look, there his ass is again. So he's going to be trying to take you on a date, trying to call you, trying to come around. He may have even have offered you a marriage proposal in the past, but you are like focused on your work and your career. He may come to you trying to look all good and all rique suave in his uniform, or like how he has to dress for work, or his best suit. And he could be even telling you, oh, I've been thinking about you. You've been on my mind. I haven't been able to stop thinking about you. You could even run into him at a party or something. Whatever that may be. Alright, so what is this Two of Pentacles here for Taurus in April? Alright, so there's something here with this options card, because he would be an option that you feel like you are chained to or stuck to, or you can't get away from, like you're in prison to it. Now look, if you have a child with him, then yeah, you're kind of stuck with him for a while, okay? But I will tell you, as you know, one parent to another in a situation similar to that, it does get easier with time, okay? You know, I thought to myself when my child was little, I'd be stuck, you know, man, I'm stuck to this one for at least 20 years. Well, let me tell you, I took my life, I took the bull by the horns and decided to go pave my own path and just do it myself by myself. And when I did that and learned that I could do it by myself for myself, he kind of fell to the wayside. And then, you know, my child got to a certain age where, you know, I told my son, I was like, you know, at this point in time, son, I'm tired of dealing with your father and his family. So here's you a phone. You now have a cell phone. It's going to be up to you whether you have a relationship with your dad or not. Okay? So I haven't had to see him or deal with him since. So anyways, trust me, it gets easier. But there's going to be messages going back and forth with him. He's going to be making promises. But I'm going to tell you, he might be out here trying to pursue and look to see what his other options are if you're starting to turn him down or pull away from him. So just be aware of that. What is this Four of Pentacles here for? What's this Four of Pentacles for Taurus in April? All right, so your house, you might be you may need to rearrange your living room, your family room, or your house, things around your home if you're going to stay in that particular spot, to change up the energy and to change up it. It will make you feel more at home and more secure by doing that. There's definitely a pathway of something here opening up with this masculine. Axel, get off your leg. Yes, I know. Go lay down. So, this masculine, either you or him, one of y'all is going to feel robbed in this scenario. Like if you decide to leave him and kick him out, he's going to feel like something is taking you from him. He may even accuse you of having another man or being with someone else. But whatever it is that you decide to do, just know that I feel like your kids, some way, shape, or form, are watching you in this scenario. And whatever choices and decisions that you decide to do and go after, your kids are going to be very happy and proud of you and the choices that you're making. I just cut the deck to boredom. So, you might be bored with this man. Alright, go ahead and focus upon your question, and I'm going to answer it for you. Alright, Angel Answers, I'm looking for one card message. What messages do you have for Taurus in April? The card Remain Positive just flew out. Forgiveness. So there is forgiveness. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we've got choose a new direction, not the right time, wait, and unlikely. So there's forgiveness that needs to be accomplished or found in this month. But forgiveness is for you. It's not for them. It's for yourself. Okay? Because sometimes we can beat ourselves up for not choosing and not going in other directions. Okay? And, stuff like that always happens later and after and not like during, if that makes sense. So anyways, choose a new direction. Right now is not the right time. There is a waiting period. You may have found that the timing wasn't right in the past. Remember that that's something that's coming up at the end of the month here with perfect timing in that oracle deck. So right now you're in a waiting period. But something that you are focused on in this situation here is unlikely to happen. So I don't know if that's like how you're seeing it, how you're trying to get it to play out, or what. But you need to choose a different direction with this situation. So if you like, and then I just cut the deck to get more information. So maybe it's because you need to wait on new information to come in before you can make an educated decision. 4444 on the timer. So if you like oracle readings, I posted one to the page, Blessed Be Oracle, and I clarified it with the Halloween Oracle. So check that out. If you like those types of readings, follow me over on Facebook. It's where I do my oracle readings. If you like tarot readings, subscribe to my channel. If the video resonated, give it a thumbs up. I'm going to try and get your reading done in the next week or so. So please subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Take care. Namaste.